Okay. Obviously, I've never done this before. My ASMR would most likely be words. It would most likely be words. But I don't want to be like in your face, you know? Because this is a little terrifying. I'm obviously lying down in bed too. But I would want to be like chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Oh, the embarrassment is so real. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Oh, you can't even see this hand. Oh my. Looks like I'm holding it. I don't even know if I'm ambidextrous enough for this. Put him up. What's up, buddy? Onomatopoeia. No, what's a good one? What's a good one? Remedy. 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 God, seeing my fingers from this angle is kind of terrifying. It's kind of really scary. Patrick ASMR is literally the best at hand movements. Like just energy. You know, he's so good at it. I saw him wearing a Westchester University sweatshirt in one of his videos on TikTok. It's so fucking cool to know that he's near the Philly area. Yes, I just doxed myself. Come find me in Philadelphia, I dare ya. What about clicky, 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 clicky. Is this too close to follow my finger? Clicky, 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 clicky. This is never going anywhere. It can't. Not this. Not like this. This is too weird. Well, unless you watch your videos just like I am. Because this is how I watch my YouTube videos. Is like perched up on my headboard. This is really fun though. I'm not gonna lie. Squidward. 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 I don't know if I can move my finger the other way. Oh, I can. How? What is it like? Oh, this is taking a lot of brain power. Ooh. Wax on, wax off. Big ups, Jaden Smith. Karate Kid. Remake, of course. What's another one? Mumble. 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 Is it scary that I'm just staring at y'all the whole time? Should I be looking at myself? Should I be staring into the depths of a camera? Mumble. 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 145% tariffs. 145% tariffs. 145% tariffs. 125% response. 125% response. 125% response. This is kind of cool. Oh, wow, that takes some pretty good finger strength. Okay. No? Okay. You're not blind. Congratulations. Oh, in front of this hand. God. For any of you who play World of Tanks, what's your go-to class? I have majority heavy tanks, American and British heavies, but my favorite are German tank destroyers. I'm hoping to get up to the Jagdtiger. The Jagdtiger is at tier 8 Jagdtiger. Because I want the E100. I'm not a Gorilla 15 user. I want the Black Prince. And I just got the M6. But I really want the D29. For any of my Siege players who are your mains, I go through phases. And right now, Flores is my main. And my defensive mains are always exclusively Castle, Capcan, Cade, or Mute. If I need to flex an OG uniform, I go Smoke. Because I have the full Outbreak set. I also have the Ralphie camo from Year 1 Christmas. I've never seen anybody else with it besides my friends. But my most used offensive operator is either Sledge or Thermite. I'm a big support player because I play to win and I've been solo queuing for 5 years. And on and off for 5 years. When I was really, really, really good, like year 4, when I was solo queuing, I could solo queue as Twitch and top frag with the F2, like every game. And then I would run it on it. Oddly enough, it wasn't Jaeger. I think I'd run Bandit. Oh, I also kick ass with Wamai. But I'm always a support player because I tend to have those stats that don't show up on the scoreboard, like time wasted, like my castle strats. I'm just like a fly on the wall, dude. Like you'll blink and a minute 40's gone by and you're still trying to clear me out of a useless fucking room. And then I'll pull back, of course, and save a castle to just shut off that walkway and hope you've used all your utility. Like on Villa, when you're defending Aviator, I block off the double door, leaving going from statue to like red stairs or 90 hall. So you can still get in that window, but I can wall bang through the soft wall. And then I castle off that master bedroom, which is in the bomb site of statue. I'll put a proximity alarm underneath the bench on red stairs. I'll put my third castle on 90. And depending on the setup, I may castle the main Aviator door. If not, I hold on to it. If they clear out the double, or if they open 90, and I can get the frag and recover. It's really, really fun trying to think of ways to waste time, because that's like the number one thing that I glean from Macy J is time. It's a 3-minute game. 3 minutes is a long time on offense. It's a really short time on defense. And I'm trying to use Flores just to clear out some utility, but you bring a mute and I'm useless. Well, not useless. You can use him as a roam clear if you know where the roamer is. He's mostly, I haven't used him as like a breacher, like as an alternative to ram or just any like breaching charge. I haven't really used him like that. I mostly use him to like clear utility, deployable shields, ADSs, shit like that. But it's also because I like the AR-33, but I don't want to be running Thatcher all the time. Because ever since I don't even know how long ago they nerfed him, where his EMP now just stuns and doesn't destroy. I think that's the biggest bull they've ever used on Thatcher. Because he still gets banned. Like it didn't matter. He's still a good op. I wish I could make Nomad work. But I have better luck with Gridlock as a roam prevention than I do Nomad. My first ever game on Siege after getting a character. The first characters I ever bought were Sledge and Smoke. And I remember we were playing hostage in the plane. And I killed the hostage with my smoke canister. Because I was figuring out what his ability was. And I pressed RB, like near the hostage. And I was like, how do I pick it up? Do I just press the button again? No. No, you do not. You do not. I learned that the hard way. But now I can't play quick match. Because although I'm technically a 10-year washed-up veteran, I still play to win. And I'm still competitive. My aim isn't there. But my brain is better. I'm no longer just some 14-year-old reaction-heavy Call of Duty transfer. I have critical thinking skills. I have 10 years experience of predictability of characters and the flow of the game. It's just hard for me to stay so wired like I used to. You know, like, the older I get, the more I consider fucking energy drinks and like the G Fuels, and I was always like, why are you drinking energy? Well, because at 14 I could be, I wouldn't blink for like a whole match, you know, just pure reaction time and processing. And now that I'm older, this gets pulled away sometimes. Typically I can lock in. Typically. But it's been difficult lately. It's been more enjoyable though. I haven't been playing as much, but each match is like more meaningful now. I still warm up in the training grounds. Like, I need to get my aim before I hop into a match, because my god, the sensitivity of the stick, that's something to get used to. But I remember when I had first jumped over to Apex Legends from Siege, and because I was so good with aiming in Siege, I couldn't play Claw. I didn't know how to play Apex, but I literally lasered everyone. Like, I played Revenant, and for like maybe the first like 6 months, I would just get a ton of kills because I had the accuracy. But you know, you move up in rank and you get fucking destroyed by movement. So I had to learn Claw, and that took about 4 months. That was a really long 4 months. But Apex was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That was also a solo queue experience. I made a couple friends, but mostly myself. And I think I stopped playing Siege from like year 7 and 8. And I picked it back up 9 and 10, but year 9 and 10 is also Elden Ring. Another solo player game, and I didn't realize how. I never would have guessed how much I would love that game. Because I've always been a multiplayer pub stomper. But Elden Ring just brought out a whole new level of competition out of me. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all pattern recognition. It's a computer that's generated to make certain attacks, and each move is identifiable. It just comes down to really quick reaction times. So, like, if I were to play Elden Ring to get my reaction time, and then I went and played World of Tanks for battleground strategy, and then I jumped to Siege, I'd probably be an animal on Siege because of the warm-up of the pattern recognition, reaction time, and critical thinking skills that those other games require. I literally have a helmet of Mesmer. I wonder if you can see it. No, but you can see there's Marika breaking the Elden Ring, and that's an Elden Ring calendar. So yeah, I like Elden Ring. I'm still in the DLC. It's kicking my ass. So the first thing I went down to, funny enough, because I didn't know where to go, right? I ended up going down to where St. Trina is, but that area is locked until you go over to that, like, cathedral, and it's like a great ruin is shattered. So I went to the cathedral, and then I went to St. Trina, and then I went the roundabout way to the storehouse, and stumbled into Mesmer's boss fight. I assumed Mesmer would have like a grand entrance boss fight. No, not at all. The boss fight was amazing, don't get me wrong. I loved his boss fight and Rolana's boss fight. Fantastic. But I knew something was wrong when I made it to the ancient ruins of Rao, and I was curling back towards I forget what it's the end game. I was curling back towards end game, and I hadn't gone to to the Madness Mansion, or I hadn't fucking met, like, anyone. I hadn't gone to the lowest depths of the map. And that's because after you kill Rolana and they give you the option to go straight to go to the storehouse, I went east. So I skipped 75% of the story. So now I'm back and doing that. I've been farming the bird, in the ancient ruins of Rao, the soldier, the bird. They were the first crucible production, like the wings. And I've been trying to get all of the birds, or the divine bird. I've been trying to get the divine bird armor set. Right now I just have the legs and the chest. I don't have the greaves or the helmet. And I changed my setup because it was fun for a little bit, but then it just became a pain in the ass. I was running. So the sacred blade that you get from D, I used the entire base game. I killed Radon. I killed Radagon with a holy weapon. Yeah, suck on them apples. No, it wasn't the script dagger. That's even harder, because that's a pure faith. The cipher patas, whatever. But I used that, and then I max leveled health and steeple, because I really liked the idea of me playing holy and death, because there's not much lore on Godfrey, but I feel like he was the Prince of Death, so he's obviously very holy as well. So I was kind of like cosplaying Godfrey, and I also had the Law of Regression incantation along with lightning incantations in my Golden Vow buffs, but it was just clunky running two great swords. I didn't really like it. I just liked my single sacred blade. So I said, fuck it, let's learn a new weapon, even though we're halfway through the DLC, and that is the golden halberd you get from killing the tree sentinel right at the beginning of the base game, because it's 15 less FP cost for the golden vow, but equal buff. So that frees up an incantation slot, and I can actually I want to use my incantations for spells and neutralizing. I don't want it to just be for my golden vow buff and like black flames protection and shit, and I really want to learn the halberd moveset as well. I think it's a really interesting moveset. Except the only thrust you get out of it is by backstepping and then light attacking. The crouch is a side swipe. The heavies are overheads. There's only one pierce attack, which kinda sucks, but I haven't hopped back into it lately. Well, that's because I've made my way through the caverns, and I think I was at a crossroads of I go this way to go to the Madness Mansion, or I go this way to go somewhere else, and it was 11:30 at night, and I was like, I have work in the morning, let's take a break, and I haven't picked it up since, and that was 2 weeks ago. Maybe Sunday I'll be able to, I'm not sure, but I'm not too worried about it. Wow, I've been doing this for 30 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun, right? And I doubt anybody's still watching, because this is no longer ASMR. This is just me wagging my finger over a camera for 15 minutes and talking. But this was very pleasant for my mental, because I didn't feel like journaling today, but I still need to journal, So It's under the table. But no. You wanted to. You wanted to. You wanted to. I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. Okay. On that note, close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream, and get us out. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hay, fast asleep. Dream a dream, you little bleep. Dream, 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 dream.